guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine if you're new here, and as you can see from the title below, today we're going to be doing some golden, warm, bronzy vibes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. With that being said, get comfortable, grab your matcha, grab your snacks, and let's get to it. Alright, so I went ahead and zoomed you guys in closer because you already know the drill. We're going to start off with our eyes. The eyeshadow palette that I'm going in with today is one of my favorites, and it's by Sigma, of course. And if you've been here for a while, you already know which palette I'm going to be talking about. This palette is so huge, guys. I feel like it literally covers my whole face when I'm trying to show it to you. But this is their Dream palette. It's a collaboration that they did with Beauty Bird. I'm gonna start off with the transition color, and I'm gonna pick it up on my Sigma tapered E40 brush, and I'm gonna be taking this brown shade right over here. I'm gonna start from my outer corner right over here, and then I'm just gonna work my way in and just build up that intensity. And that's why I honestly feel like doing your eyeshadow before you go in with your complexion is really beginner friendly as well, because if you mess up, if you get any fallout, you can go ahead and wipe that off before you go into your foundation instead of destroying your base, if you know what I mean. And now that we have that blended out, I'm gonna go into my next step, which is, of course, intensifying the crease. I love this to add definition to the eye. I really wanna add like a more darker, warm brown tone to do that. So I'm gonna take this shade next. I'm gonna be picking that up on my Sigma E45 small tapered blending brush. And I'm gonna just start from the outer corner like we did with our transition color, and then work my way in. Alright guys, so I quickly went off camera and cleaned up my lid with my favorite eyeshadow base from Sigma. I think I've been using this for like 4 or 5 years plus. That's how much I love this eyeshadow base, guys. It is the best one I've ever tried, honestly. And this is their eyeshadow base primer in the shade Persuade. I just went ahead and skipped this step because I feel like it's so repetitive. I do it with you guys all the time. So now it's time to get into the shimmer shade. And as I mentioned to you guys, today we're going to be going for warm, golden, brown tones. So I'm going to be taking this shade right over here. I feel like it's going to be a really beautiful gold on the lid, and I'm going to be picking it up on my Sigma E54 medium sweeper brush. And I want to point out, all the brushes that I've been using so far are from Sigma because they are that good, especially for my eyeshadow. I normally go in with my Sigma brushes or my Sephora Pro brushes. But if I had to choose in order what my favorite brushes are, for eyes, Sigma. For complexion, my Sephora Pro brushes. I love those. So I just go ahead and pick up some of that shade, and then I just tap off the excess just like that. And then I'm just gonna go ahead to start to pack it in. And now I'm going to be taking this little palette from NARS, and you don't need to do this step if you're not extra like me, okay? This is the Taj Mahal palette from NARS, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but I've only been tapping into this one shade right over here, and it's because it makes for the perfect golden like topper. But this shade specifically, I like to go in with just my finger, guys. So simple, because it kind of has like a glittery finish, and then I just like to tap it over the gold that I have on, and this just brings that gold shimmer to life. I swear, it's so pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue to pack that in until I'm happy with it. And now what I'm gonna do is just finish off the eye look by blending in the outer corner right over here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and take this shade right over here that we used as our transition color again, just to blend it into that shimmer shade so there's like a nice gradient effect. And then I'll be going back in with the darker brown that we used in our crease to blend that into the outer corner as well. I'm gonna be taking this Huda Beauty eye blender brush. I got it a while ago with, I think, the rose gold palette that came out. I don't remember what palette this came with, but they sent me these brushes, and I don't know if it's still available, but I'm gonna just use it. You can use any brush just to dust in that color. Alright guys, so the next step, as you can see, we're going to be doing a winged moment. Now, I want to be very clear when it comes to a wing liner. I'm a dramatic wing liner or no wing at all. Like, I'm not one of those girlies that can do that small, cute, everyday wing. That's just not me. I've always been like a dramatic full wing type of vibe, okay? So I want to put this disclaimer that you can tone down this look by putting the wing liner to your preferred eye shape, to your preferred intensity of how thick, how dramatic, or how simple you want it to be. It's all about personal preference on this step, okay? Just like with the shimmer topper, You can decide how dramatic you want the wing to be. I kind of like the extraness. I also feel like since it's brown instead of like a black wing, it's not too crazy dramatic, if that makes sense. At least that's what I'm telling myself, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and do that exact step on the other eye. In order to achieve that wing, I actually went in with the Huda Beauty Empowered eyeshadow palette, and I went ahead and took this like cream brown shade. It's like the only cream in the palette, and I pretty much just went in with this angled brush to apply it. This is also from Sigma. This is actually an E09 angled brush, and I love it. So now that we're done with the wing, it's time to go into our base, and I'll complete the eyes once we're done this. So I'm gonna start off with some SPF because it's really important that you protect your skin underneath your makeup, okay? You gotta wear your SPF all day, every day, all right? So today I'm actually gonna be taking this sunscreen oil from Paula's Choice. This is their Healthy Glow Invisible Sunscreen Oil, and it's an SPF 30. And you guys know I love an SPF that's like oil-based. That's why I love the Supergoop Glow Stick so much. So I already knew that there was gonna be a chance that I would love this. And I know you might be thinking, sis, this skin is giving greasy.com. But I promise, guys, it turns out good in the end. This is where I feel like when it comes to my base routine, if you have more oily skin, you gotta use more oil controlling products, okay? But this is more for my dry skin girlies who want their base to look flawless and not cakey. I have to go through these steps to make sure that when I set with a powder, my skin doesn't look super dry and scaly.com, okay? So it's worth it in the end. Now we're gonna go in with foundation, and I'm going in with my favorite. Gonna have me slaying all day. It's always gonna be this one from NARS. This is the light reflecting foundation. I'm in the shade Tahoe. The formula is everything. The coverage is beautiful. The longevity, it just lasts, guys. It lasts and it looks flawless on my skin. If you haven't tried this foundation yet, please do. I feel like it's definitely my favorite foundation at the moment. Okay guys, my hijab is actually like not gonna work with how flowy it is, so I'm gonna take these clips that I got in PR from Kate Somerville, and I'm just gonna pin my hijab back for a second because I do not want to get any makeup stains on this hijab just while we blend out this foundation, okay? Okay, so normally I would go in with my concealer next, but thanks to TikTok, I'm always learning some new techniques that I can use in my makeup routine. I go in with my bronzer, blush, and then concealer. I don't know why I haven't been doing this sooner, but I actually love how it looks. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do now. For bronzer, I'm gonna go in with a powder bronzer, and this is from Sigma. I've been using so many Sigma products lately because the love is so real, but honestly, they're just 10, 10, 10s across the board, okay? And I'm gonna be taking the shade Deep today, and I'm gonna be picking it up on this angled cheek brush from Sigma as well. Okay, so I actually decided to switch to the shade Dark for the bronzers because the shade Deep was just actually, it wasn't giving the warmth that I thought it did when I looked at it, okay, if that makes sense. It was actually more on the darker side, so I'm going in with my regular shade, and I feel like we're all bronzed up. What I'm doing now is going ahead and setting my concealer with my Laura Mercier Translucent Ultra Blur Setting Powder. This, hands down, is my favorite powder at the moment. I would have to say I love the Huda Beauty one as well, but I feel like I've just been gravitating towards the Laura Mercier one every single time because I just love what it does to my under eye. Laura Mercier is doing it for me right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and just set my under eyes, and then we're gonna go ahead and smoke out our waterline and just show you guys what I did on this eye to complete the eye look. First, I'm gonna take my powder puff. I got these on Amazon. I'll make sure to link it in the description box below for you guys. It came in a pack of a bunch of white powder puffs and black ones too. And I'm gonna make sure first that I don't have any creasing underneath my eyes because you can't fix that afterwards. What I like to do is pick up some of that powder, and then I like to like dab it on the cap to like wipe away the excess, and then just press it in. And then if I'm doing a wing liner and I really want to set underneath it, I kind of like to take the angle of this side of the triangle of the powder puff and just go like this, if that makes sense, because it allows you to set it while really getting in there without messing up your wing or getting any powder on your wing liner. Then I'm just gonna leave that powder underneath the eyes to capture the fallout of us smoking out our waterline. And I'm just gonna be taking this angle brush that I used to create my wing liner to also add that dark brown shade on our waterline. now that we have our eyes complete, I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face where I don't have any creasing on my smile lines. And then I'm gonna take another powder puff and just pick up that powder, kind of tap away the excess on the back of my hand, and then just go ahead and set. You guys see how that just blended into my skin and did not really change the hue of my foundation? I'm just gonna go ahead and take some of that on a brush as well. Just make sure I set along my T-zone, because even though I do have dry skin, if I'm gonna be out for a long day, I make sure to set my face with a powder so that it lasts longer. Whether you have oily skin or dry skin, it's natural to get some oils to seep through your makeup. So I just like to make sure that I take that extra precaution to set my face. Yeah, I feel like that is perfect. And then I'm just going to set underneath my chin as well. Pretty much just mattifying the areas that I know I will get greasy throughout the day. Okay, that's perfect. And now this M Cosmetics highlighter. This is their Sunscape highlighter in the shade Legendary. And if you guys have been subscribed to my channel for a while, you know that these highlighters had me in a chokehold, I swear, for so long. Like, I just felt like I really wanted to dive back into it, and I felt like this shade, which I will show you guys right now, is the perfect bronzy highlight. This is what it looks like. Does it not just match the tones that we got going on today? Period. So I'm gonna go ahead with some of that on this fan brush from Laura Mercier. This is like one of my favorite brushes to apply my highlighter. Get into this glow. It is giving. Okay, I am obsessed. And now we have made it to the final portion of this tutorial, which is our lip combo. And you guys already know I gotta go in with my brown lip liner first, and I'm bringing back another favorite of mine that I haven't used in so long. I don't know why I haven't, honestly, but this is from M Cosmetics. This is their Soft Blur Velvet Lip Liner in the shade Foxy. It's so creamy and it glides on so smooth with good pigment. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take this lipstick from e.l.f. I feel like the shade will match this makeup look really nicely, and this is in the shade Limitless. This lip combo right here. Oh, e.l.f. snapped on the formula of this lipstick. I love how creamy it is. So the only thing I have left to do to complete this makeup look is go ahead with some lashes. Of course, they're by Velour. I mean, do we expect anything else? You guys know I'm loyal to my Velour lashes, period, okay? Especially the Vegan Luxe collection. It's my favorite for a full face beat moment, okay? I love me some Velour lashes. And I'm gonna be taking one of my favorite styles, Can't Be Tamed, because I feel like it's nice and wispy and will complement this wing liner really nicely. So I'm gonna go ahead and plop those on, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, and this is the final look with the lashes on. And let me know what you think in the comment section below, because I am obsessed with it. I feel like I'm really channeling my 2019 era, where every single makeup look that I did had a bold wing liner, except it was black. So I feel like the brown is so much more flattering. I just love how my eyes look with this wing moment. So if you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to join the family, because I would love to have you here, and turn on your bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my uploads. And like always, I'll see you guys in my next video.